tremendous effort by our guys, really from start to finish. And those guys, and Utah is going to make some crazy runs at you with their dynamic scorers and Mitchell and Conley out there. It's just it's tough sledding, but Sabonis was spectacular. Stephenson was tremendous, and everybody really worked at doing their job. Lance has given us a different vibe as a team. The spark that he has provided, the personality, and of course everybody that's been here knows all about this. I'm not telling anybody anything they don't know, but there's a change in our team, a change in the disposition, the body language, the enthusiasm, and so it's been great to see. And and I don't see it just being a thing that's only going to happen when he throws up career high numbers, when a career high 30 or a career high 16 assists or 15 or whatever it is. I mean, there's a different feel, and it's certainly welcome.
How much is what you're describing an impact on a late game, a close game, an ability to close out in the way that you guys did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about in general, overall. Our bench hasn't been this into the game in any game this year, and it's not that they're not good guys. It's just that there just hasn't been the same kind of vibe, and so when this move was made, the thinking was that Kevin told me that we need some personality, we need some energy. A lot of people are going to roll their eyes at this. I said, I'm not rolling my eyes. I just want to know as much as I can about this guy so we can turn him loose and let him play his game. And it's been a great week. I mean, he did good things in the two road games, but those are the first two games. But coming back home was there's a connection with him and the fans that's very unique, and he's helped energize our team, which has been great to see.
He and Sabonis have been teammates before. How impactful have you seen Lance be to Domantas in this relatively short period in time, and 45 or 42 points tonight, obviously a career high for Sabonis?
Well, Lance has a lot to do with that career number tonight for Domas, and they fit together. They fit together. Lance with the ball is a guy that can make a lot of things happen, and he has the ability to be unpredictable yet under control, and it just helps loosen things up for Domas, and the rest of our team. So, the intriguing thing about Lance is that he is so unselfish. It's really a cool characteristic of him as a player and him as a person. Because I just think in general he's a giver. He's a giver, and he's an energy giver too. So it's cool to see.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off that, I was going to ask, how much confidence do you think he gives guys when he's so unselfish? Because I mean, just naturally you're probably going to run harder if you're going to touch the ball, get the ball, and obviously a lot of guys got shots tonight.
Yeah, there are guys that deliver the ball in a way that elicits confidence and belief, and in these particularly in these two home games, we've seen that. So, look, I don't want to go too over the top on this, because he's playing well, but the vibe that's happening right now is something that's much needed, for our group.
And then to kind of touch on that, the joy I've seen from guys in this game particularly, how much does that just make coaching everything in the huddle easier when the guys are just enjoying the competing and willingness to win?
Through this difficult stretch, we've talked, the film that we show is, 75 to 80% positive, and we'll show a few corrections from time to time. But we want to fill our conscious and subconscious with, positive stuff that's going to bring joy. And we talk about playing with joy and competing with joy, even during this tough stretch. And this group has really done it. Now we have guys that are getting the opportunity of a lifetime right now. And so, they're going to compete no matter what, but they have a certain kind of personality as well, and it's become infectious, and we've just got to continue to work to cultivate it. And but tonight's a huge victory. These guys have worked so hard, and haven't been rewarded. To do what they did in the Brooklyn game and then just, run out of gas, when a team's sitting here waiting on us with 3 superstars. That's tough. But tonight, we were more rested. Utah's top players were rested too. Those guys, I don't even think were in Toronto last night. I think they slept in a bed in Indy last night from what somebody told me. But whatever the case, that's still a great team. That's a top 3 or 4 team in the league, and it's took a tremendous effort to win the game.
Lance had a few nice pocket passes tonight, which is not a particular pass you guys have done often this year. How much does that skill of his open up things for you guys offensively?
Well, yeah, and it has to do with Lance's ability, but it also has to do with the kind of players that have been playing in recent games. These guys are movers and shooters. And that's going to create a different geometry to the game and a different energy to the game. And it's such a game of inches. So, if you're talking about pocket passes, a 2-inch difference in space can be the difference between, an and one and a turnover and a basket at the other end. That's the world that we're living in. And so, look, it's just, a lot of great things tonight. We'll work to continue, with what we're doing. We're going to start getting guys back here at some point, and and that'll be good. But it's challenging with these guys coming back from COVID because it takes a while. You look at Justin Holiday, and I thought Duarte did a lot of good things tonight, and so did Lamb and Duarte gave us a really good lift. They're both significant plus, but their stretches they're getting more fatigued than normal, and so we got to work them back into it.
Yesterday at practice, Chris said he had heard about Lance before, but finally figuring out how he communicated with teammates in a locker room setting was really eye-opening for him. How has he been in there for you guys and in practice and private conversations?
Yeah, look, he's been through so much. I don't know him personally a long time or anything like that. As I mentioned the other night, I talked to him on the phone a few times in 2014, and that was a long time ago. That's 8 years ago, and his journey since then has led him to a place where there's just a real appreciation and a real level of gratitude for what it means to wear an NBA uniform. Not to mention a Pacer uniform, and he's impressed me as a humble guy that has just he just appreciates everything, and he's been great around the team.
You said you talked with Kevin about Lance about what to expect. Did you go to Domas or Miles before signing him about what was it like as his teammate, that type of thing?
I really didn't talk to those guys. Kevin had been here with him both times through both stretches, so he had more. I thought more like a vaster sort of pocket of knowledge on him. But when he came on board, those two guys were excited. And when the first time he checked into the game the other night against Brooklyn, you saw both of those guys were like this, getting the crowd into it as he was kind of reintroduced to the Pacer crowd. So, a lot of good stuff, and it's not even about stats at all. It's just about just a different kind of energy that we really need.
Domantas, a career high 42 points tonight. How impactful was having Lance on the floor with you and being able to put together the night you did?
He's great. He's my guy. Like I said last game, me and him have a chemistry in the pick and roll. He does a great job of reading the game. What do you have? I think he had 14 assists, which is crazy. To come out and do that. Hitting the roll, hitting the weak side on the three. He's a very smart player, knows how to play. And just we love having him here.
Domas, I think you hit your first 10 tonight before actually finishing with 42. Is there a point in the game where you knew you were feeling it tonight, or it could be a big night for you?
No, I just keep playing, doing my job. Games in the past, it happens quick, and then I don't get nothing for the rest of the game. So I'm just like, just play your game, things will happen.
Lance has had a couple pocket passes since you joined the team, something that this team has kind of struggled with this season. How much has that specific pass, especially for you, a good role man, opened up the game for you guys?
It's big, because a lot of our plays are for that, to get the pocket pass, and then put me in a situation where I can make reads, finish, or find open guys. So having Lance here and doing that shows what we are capable of.
Can you take us through just that pocket pass for the no-look dunk? He was saying like he felt like it was showtime. I don't know how you felt about it.
No, yeah. That's Lance, man. That's showtime, Lance. That's all him, I'm just there. I just got to be ready to catch it and finish, so it looks good, because if no, he's in trouble.
And then I also asked him about his dunk attempt, and he was saying you guys are saying he's old, but he thought he was really going to throw it down. Your perspective on him just going to attack the rim? I mean, obviously, it was a good play because he got fouled, but you think Lance can get one?
Oh, of course, that's Lance. He got one last game, He just needs to set his feet right and get the right timing. And
the last one, for me at least, not only for you, how much confidence do you think Lance gives just the rest of the team? I mean, Dwayne had a big night. Kiefer had his moments, but it seemed like everyone kind of fed off of that energy.
He's great. He's making everyone's job easier. Shooters are getting open shots, just catch and shoot. They don't got to dribble, come off one of my screens. So he's making it easier for everybody. Everyone's hitting easy shots, and then you play with more confidence. He has a swag that goes around that everyone wants to be part of. So it's been really good for us.
So much of your game, Domas, is unselfishness, your passing, your screen setting. Is there any part of a game like tonight that is fulfilling to show that you're capable of scoring at a level like this too?
Yeah, regardless if I didn't have all these shot attempts, I'm still gonna do my job. Tonight it was my day. The defense played us in a way where the role was open more, so I just took advantage of that. Tomorrow it's gonna be a different thing. Shooters are gonna be open, so it's a long season. You just gotta keep playing.
You guys played well against the Nets till the very end. Played well tonight. Good against the Knicks. What do you feel like the sense is, especially as you've had a couple new guys in the team, that has helped you guys turn around and play a little better recently?
I just feel like we're sharing the ball. Everyone's touching it. Everyone has confidence, and that's the main thing. When the ball moves around, we have a lot of weapons. Everybody knows that. We have a lot of talent in here, and we just got to get everyone on the same page.
Lance was mentioning how there's a hunger amongst especially the guys that have been playing recently. Have you felt kind of an awakening a little bit of not just that group, but because of that hunger?
Oh, yeah. The guys, since they came in, have brought in so much energy. Everyone, everyone that's came, all the 10 days, everyone, So I feel like that's really helped us. We haven't won the last 6 games. We obviously broke it today, but something about those games has been different, So it's fun. It's fun out there. So, we just got to keep building on it.
Lance, we've heard Rick Carlisle, numerous teammates of yours describe the energy you brought, how the vibe here is different than it was previously. I'm wondering what you're experiencing in regard to that from your perspective.
I just feel like we're playing together. Now that I know the plays now, and the first 2 games I didn't really know the plays. I didn't know my teammates. Now that I'm getting to know them, the game become easy and slower, and just making the right reads and making the smart plays.
You had 30 points just a couple of games, or last game just a couple of days ago. 14 assists tonight is a career high. You helped set up Domantas' 42-point career high night. How much satisfaction do you take from being able to set up Sabonis in a way to score like he never has before?
Just making the reads. Sabonis do a great job with hitting the man. When he hit the man, and he know how to get open. Once you get in the paint, he makes the right read every time. So he keep doing that. I mean, he might have 40 every game.
I know we're going to talk a lot about the assists and the passes. But I got to ask, you had the dunk attempt there. Can you
Oh
take us
yeah, I was
through
gonna do it. They think I'm old. I ain't old. I'll get up there and get it. I'll get up there.
got that one out of the way. I had to ask about it, man. And then also, Rick Hall touched on it a little bit, but even outside of Sabonis, you gave a lot of guys confidence. You know, Dwayne knocked down 3 straight threes at some point. Justin Holiday had been missing some shots. You kept feeding him. He makes 2 big threes in the fourth quarter. So why do you feel so confident in guys that you haven't played with before?
Just talking to them. In practice, I'm telling them to shoot. Be ready. I'm gonna find them. And when you got communication skills with your teammates and you're making the right reads for them, and you just give them that confidence to shoot, I mean, they go knock it down.
And then can you just take us through the emotions of getting the crowd hyped at the end, repping the jersey? It
Oh
looked
man,
like you just had
I
a
was just
moment.
excited, man. Got our first win. You know, it's all about winning for real. You can have all the points you want, but if you don't win, it don't matter. So I was just so excited that we got the win tonight, and I got to get the fans involved because that's like family.
And so, what was your sense of the vibe of the team when you got in here after I think they had lost maybe 4 in a row, and was there even any hesitation for you? Like, I don't know any of these guys. I maybe need to play it cool.
Actually, no. A couple of guys because we played them in the G League and they kicked our butt. So I'm like, man, you got some hungry guys on the team. So I just knew if I get them the ball, make them feel confident, they'll make the right reads.
You had 14 assists, but I think the best one was probably the no-look to Domas for the dunk.
Oh, yeah.
Can you take us through that play and just the excitement? Because, the way you reacted, it was like you dunked.
No, we took it back because, me and Domas, we was in the second unit when the second time I came back here. And me and him used to do the pick and roll. It used to be like showtime. So I just felt like it was like a flashback, like, oh, man, I just know he going to be there. And, I had to put my little twist to it.
You told Jeremiah in the walk-off interview tonight that you feel like you know Domas like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Even so, it's been a few years apart. Are you surprised at all how quickly your connection has?
Nah, I feel like he got better. I mean, the older he got, I mean, he's even better than when I was here last time. So, I mean, it's just amazing that how the progress that he's getting better every time.
How much can you sense the team vibing off the juice that you're providing right now? Can you feel it in huddles?
Yeah, it's just the game become more fun. When you just having fun playing defense and everybody on the same page, the game become fun, and you want to play out there. It makes you want to go out there and hustle for each other.